Bieber fever is high, and so are tickets to his upcoming concert. Parents are trying really hard to snag tickets at an affordable price. But because of ticket scalping and reselling, tickets are very expensive. On StubHub, some seats are selling for over $800 a pop. For many young girls, seeing Justin Bieber in concert is truly a dream come true. But as many Metro Detroiters found out recently, when trying to get a ticket, it can be a nightmare when you realize you are going to have to pay big if you want a good seat at this Wednesday's concert. For example, on StubHub, tickets in the lower bowl are selling anywhere from a couple hundred a seat to more than $800 a seat.
Families can't go because it's so expensive.
That's Teresa Mamatus, a local Birmingham mom who had the very difficult task of trying to find Justin Bieber tickets at the request of...
And that was at one of the music video shows.
Athena is a big-time Bieber fan.
I really like his music, and I liked him for a long time.
So when the 9-year-old heard Bieber's Believe tour was coming to the Palace,
I was like, can we please get tickets?
Teresa can recite her daughter's pleas.
If we could just do this, I'll remember it forever.
But when Teresa started searching for tickets, she could not believe the prices.
I think it's unfair.
Fans have a right to face value tickets at the box office, or at least fans have a right to get a fair shot at face value tickets at the box office.
That's John Potter, the president of the Fan Freedom Project, a group pushing for ticket reform and funded by the ticket reseller StubHub. The group wants to see a crackdown on the illegal use of software to purchase tickets before the general public.
People who use software like that essentially elbow out all the fans and stop fans from getting those good seats.
Fan Freedom also wants to see transparency from concert promoters, letting fans know exactly how many tickets are really available to buy. In many cases, tickets are already set aside for fan club members, record labels, credit card companies, as well as the artists and friends. Representative Kevin Cotter from Mount Pleasant is pushing for legislation for ticket reform.
The bills that I have introduced also go at what is often referred to as bots or computers, and these are software programs that can purchase large quantities of tickets very quickly, especially if those tickets are determined to be valuable or valuable above face value.
So what can fans do to get tickets at a face value price?
So, fans need to be aware that there are a lot of ways that they can access tickets in advance of the show, that even before the public on sale, they can join fan clubs, they can sign up for credit card, pre-sale offers.
It's the most beautiful time.
While the ticket wars wage, little girls like Athena keep begging their parents for tickets. Athena's mom did buy 2 tickets, but at $500 a seat.
I do think it's unfortunate, and I think there needs to be some sort of legislation that has, rules. Yeah, I think it's sad.
While the legislation on ticket reform hasn't quite made it to Lansing, lawmakers will be working on making changes in the way concert tickets are sold by the first of the year. Jasmine Perry, Local 4 Defenders. Every couple deserves to have their dream home, but for one Southfield family, that dream has become a terrible nightmare. I'll tell you how, coming up next. When renting a home, it's only natural to trust your landlord. But for one Southfield family, that trust was seriously violated when they discovered that the home they found on Craigslist wasn't actually owned by the landlord they had been paying rent to for months. If you have questions about who owns your home, just give a quick call to the city and they'll be able to let you know whose name is on that deed. In Southfield, Jasmine Perry, Local 4. Brown says he wishes he could be compensated for the years he lost behind bars, but because the statute of limitations has passed, he can take no legal action. So what's next for Stanley Brown? He's hoping for a job, someone who can give him a chance to put his life back together. I'm Jasmine Perry, Local 4 Defenders. Good morning, I'm Jasmine Perry. Working for your health, I'm Jasmine Perry. In HealthWorks, a Metro Detroit woman is losing her eyesight more and more every day. Her only desire is to one day be able to see her grandchildren's faces.
I need surgery, and I can't see. Everything is a blur.
Diane is desperate to once again see clearly. She's been losing her vision for a year now, thanks to two big issues.
The problem is she has two different issues going on. One is a cataract and one is a glaucoma. If there is too much damage from the glaucoma, then the cataract surgery will not help as much as our hope is.
With nowhere else to turn, Diane called Fox 2. We turned to the Southgate Surgery Center. They've created a program to donate surgeries to people with vision problems that can't afford treatment.
People are in need, and there's also needs with people not having insurance. Economic times are difficult, so we're just trying to do our part to help those who need our help.
We followed Diane into a few eye exams to determine how bad her condition really is.
I'm going to hold your lashes. Try and keep that left eye open. You're doing great.
After lengthy examinations, we wonder, will the doctors be able to help?
All right, Mrs. Gerald, we looked over the results and it looks like there is some damage from the glaucoma, but overall we think we can help your vision with cataract surgery. So we're going to go ahead and schedule you for cataract surgery and the glaucoma surgery. You're going to be our first patient in the Neighbors in Need program, and we're thrilled.
That is just great.
We will follow Diane to see if her surgery is successful. The doctors here hope that they can help many more patients just like Diane through the Neighbors in Need program. To learn more about it, click on our website at myfoxdetroit.com. That's HealthWorks. I'm Jasmine Perry. In HealthWorks, we followed Diane Gerald into her surgery to hopefully gain her eyesight back. After fears of becoming blind, she has hope again.
I see these blue pretty colors.
This is a moment Diane wasn't sure she'd ever see. For the past year, the 54-year-old has been losing her vision. It's quickly fading because of glaucoma, destroying her eye nerves, and cataracts that are stealing her vision.
Yep. When she came to us, she was legally blind in her right eye. Okay, look right at me.
Everyone knew if she didn't get help, it would only get worse.
Go ahead and
The
look to your
problem?
right.
Diane has no health insurance, so we connected her with the Neighbors
Now
in
look
Need
over to your
program,
right.
which helps the uninsured and underinsured.
But it is a collaboration between Castleman Eye Center and Southgate Surgery Center, as well as the time and efforts of anesthesiologists, physicians, nurses, and technicians.
Okay. And they all just donate their time.
They don't donate their time, their effort.
After 2 surgeries and 2 weeks of recovery, I find a very different Diane at the doctor's office. She can't believe her own eyes. For the first time, she's actually seeing her grandchild.
I was just ecstatic. In order, to get eye-to-eye contact with a young person, baby, where I couldn't see her eyes at first, and she's very alert and inquisitive, and she was looking at, my eyes, and I couldn't see her clearly. Now I can see her and see her smile.
She has recovered tremendous amount of vision. I know she said the other day she was able to read a little bit, which we hadn't expected because of the glaucoma damage.
You got your little earrings, which I couldn't see before.
Diane is relieved, and her daughter couldn't be more grateful.
If it wasn't for them, she wouldn't have got her eyesight back. There was nobody else that was helping her.
So you kind of just felt like hopeless.
She was sad at one point, and I felt bad for her. She was hoping that she wasn't going to go completely blind and not see us anymore. And because of them, they helped her out. So it just makes me happy that they lend a hand.
Diane has made great improvements, considering the fact that she's had other eye problems. As time goes on, her vision will only get better. That's HealthWorks. I'm Jasmine Perry. Good morning. I'm Jasmine Perry. Thanks for joining us. On the Fox Beat, today is your chance to check out everything in the world of two-wheelers. Thousands of bikers will be buying, selling, and swapping bikes, frames, and even seats and motors at the giant motorcycle swap meet. It's at the Suburban Collection Showplace in Novi, today only from 11 to 4. Get ready for all the pinball action you can handle. Today is the last day for the Michigan Pinball Expo. It's on the campus of Oakland University from 8 to 5. $15 gets you as many games as you can play. There's also tournaments and prizes. How would you like to pay off your mortgage? Thanks to an advertiser. The catch? Your home would turn into a massive billboard. Take a look at this one example of what startup advertising firm Adzuki does in exchange for turning your home into a billboard. Adzuki says it would pay your mortgage every month as long as the home stays painted. The website says it has more than 1,000 applications, including one from a church. Thanks for watching Fox 2 News Morning. We'll have more coming up after this. Working for your health, I'm Jasmine Perry. Ladies, you might think of pregnancy as a time to sit back and relax, but guess what? We've got new advice for pregnant women who want to stay fit while expecting. For decades, doctors have been reluctant to recommend weight training to pregnant women. Now, a University of Georgia study finds a supervised low to moderate intensity program is safe and beneficial for mom and baby. Researchers studied 32 pregnant women over a 12-week period. Participants did a series of 6 exercises twice a week that targeted muscles that play a big role in back pain and function. After more than 600 exercise sessions, none of the women in the study experienced a musculoskeletal injury. What's more, study authors say their data shows women can increase their strength while they're pregnant even if they've never done weight training before. Working for your health, I'm Jasmine Perry. I'm Jasmine Perry, working for your health with a smart way to avoid controversial chemicals that end up in many of the foods we eat and drink. You've probably heard the fuss over bisphenol A, or BPA. It's a chemical that's been linked to breast cancer, heart disease, infertility, and other health problems. It's also used to harden plastics, and it's found in the lining of metal food cans. Previous studies have found about 90% of us have BPA in our systems. But a new study by San Francisco researchers shows just 3 days on a diet of fresh, organic, unpackaged foods reduced BPA levels in test subjects by 66%. The government is working with food producers to find safe alternatives to questionable chemicals in food packaging. But in the meantime, there are steps you can take to reduce your exposure. Eat as much fresh food as possible. Store your foods in BPA-free containers made of glass and stainless steel. And don't microwave in plastic. Working for your health, I'm Jasmine Perry. Detroit police are working to identify a body of a man found inside of a vacant home on Detroit's west side. The body was found in the 15,000 block of LaSalle yesterday afternoon. There was no obvious cause of death. A Detroit family hopes you can help find their loved one. This is 11-year-old Robert Williams. He reportedly ran away because he was afraid he would be punished for failing grades. He was last seen wearing a black coat, a blue shirt, and a red and white pair of tennis shoes. If you know where he might be, call police.